So, in today's episode, I am super duper excited to welcome you and speak to you about bite sized shifts. The bite sized shifts that get me towards rapid results, towards those big results. And I'm excited to share with you three of the tools that I use that just helps us to move us towards getting those results that we want. Like right now, I am doing a mid-year check-in at the time of this recording, and I'm looking at where I started to where I am going. Most often, I can get really overwhelmed at the bigness of what it is that I want. Like I constantly go after really, really big dreams. And this isn't something new. I mean, I remember myself as a child playing inside the yard and always thinking to myself, oh my goodness, I see myself as a doctor. I see myself in front of many, talking to them and having them listen to me. Like I literally visualized myself doing this as a child. Now I thought at that time that talking really was going to be in front of a classroom. So when I became an educator, I'm like, okay, this was pretty much what I visualized. Not realizing that I actually visualized that I would be speaking in front of larger crowds. So if I could think of myself then as a child and having that dream, having that vision, and it being so big, I'm not even sure if I even knew how, right? Because I was a kid. I was what, 7, 8 when I was playing with my dolls. And now I look back at that and I think to myself that I've always had these big dreams in my life. When I start something, I automatically go for, well, what else can I do? And where is the maximum place I can be at this? And then I start activating a plan. So for many of us, we may look at this as, oh, it can be overwhelming, especially when the bigger our dreams, the bigger our desires, the scarier it gets. And most of the time we think that it is not going to happen. We start doing the negative self-chatter and we just talk ourselves out of it. But today I'm going to share with you some tools on how you can use bite-sized movements, bite-sized tips towards where you can get that final result that you need. Because if we keep thinking in terms of only obtaining the things that we want, happening with really big steps, happening with really big moves. And don't get me wrong, I'm the power moves lady. So I really love speaking to you about how to do power moves. But in order to make the power moves, we have to be okay with the bite-sized shifts. Let's see if I can say that 3 times fast. So the first thing I always like to say, and this is my tool that I have to use every single day, is I first put it into my morning. And I have many other recordings with this where I look at what do I need to get done for the day. Now, the morning times are a great time for me to strategize. For some, they may use the night before, but the morning is really good because it allows me to actually feel like I'm always starting at the start line. And then the end of the day tends to be my finish line. So I actually chunk it into daily steps as opposed to, this big dream and only seeing that really big, gigantic thing, but looking at more as a 5K to get me towards finishing the marathon. So every morning, I wake up and that is my daily ritual that I use to help me to turn that big dream into bite-sized chunks. And the bite-sized chunks is first looking at it as in terms of each day, what can I do to get me closer towards the results I want? Ooh, right? So let me know if that was something that resonated with you. I mean, I was speaking to one of my coaching clients this week, and she was letting me know that when she thought of where it is that she wants to go in terms of writing a book, in terms of speaking more, and then creating more income for her children. She's another autism mom like myself. And she got overwhelmed. She got scared. She was like, oh my goodness, this is so big. I almost feel like it can't happen. And we were able to strategize, well, wait a minute, let's just take all of that and put it into nice bite-sized chunks so that we can start actually seeing how we can make this happen. After our session, And we were able to just put it into nice sized chunks that were palatable, that were able to be chewed. If we want to eat our whole meal, we're not going to shove the whole thing in our mouth. We're going to take a spoon and we're going to put that in, and we're going to take another fork and we're going to put that in, and we're going to take another mouthful and we're going to put that in, so that eventually it leads into completing the plate, which is your ultimate result in the end. So we just took our spoonfuls and we just separated the plate into separate spoons, like this is into separate quantities, I should say. And with that, it just became palatable. So when you're looking at those really ultimate big results that we want in our lives, and it could be in so many things, whether it's losing weight, whether it's making sure that we are parenting our child and teaching them the things that they need to know, huge results, right? Or in terms of our business, if we want to make 6K that year, or sometimes just make 6 figures that year, or sometimes just make 5 figures. How do we take it and put it into bite-sized shifts? The first one, as I mentioned, was starting our morning off and thinking, what do we need to get accomplished for the day? The second one I use is, I have to have a plan. If there's no plan, then we're not moving towards anything. So as we move it into the daily, at the end of the week, what do we need to get accomplished? So we're moving from day into now week, and with the week now, so we can now reverse engineer and know that if I want this completed by the end of the week, then what do I need to get done each day? So the day is the first thing. Then we take that expansion and we look at the entire week. If I do this every single day, would I be able to get what I need to get done for the week? So it's almost like a self-check into where you're trying to go. Now, the reason why we broke it up into smaller chunks in terms of the day first is because this works for me. I mean, it's just a strategy that works for me. Someone might want to do the week first and then go back into the day. For me, I like doing it each morning and say, okay, this is what I'm doing this morning. If I get this done each day during the morning, throughout the week, it will get done. So plan a little bigger. So we're going to go small bite-sized chunks and then get it a little bigger so we can make sure that we are tracking ourselves towards being on task. And the last thing I want to let you know, and make sure if you are subscribing, make sure that you are liking, make sure that you are getting all that you need so that you can get any additional information that I'm giving. I'm constantly doing weekly videos or weekly podcasts or weekly techniques and tools, just sharing it with you in terms of blogs. And make sure you're following in every single angle, whether it is on the social media angle, whether it's the podcast angle, and or if it's getting emails from me directly, so that we stay in touch and you get all these juicy tips if you like it. And definitely share it out and let a friend know about it. So the last thing I want to let you know, if you want to move towards those rapid results and you want to know how to do the bite-sized daily shifts, take one step at a time. Like, just understand that one step at a time, and it doesn't have to be fast steps. Just make sure you are stepping. The same analogy is being used. If I'm trying to get towards my finish line, I got to look at where I'm starting and I have to step. So I'm always going to leave you with an action step. It's always going to be an action technique where you are physically moving. Your planning is the mindset part. Your reviewing is more constant mindset part and some mental movement. And then the action is the actual doing it. Like, what do you physically need to do to get it done? We got to move it out of that mind only and now move it into our body and into it physically happening. And if you do that, if you follow these 3 simple steps into shifting into your maximum results, into getting the things that you desire, I promise you, by the end of a certain time that you give yourself, you will see growth. And for me, that's a win. Guys, thank you for following the Dr. Ali Griffith Show. If you feel that you need some assistance or some help with some of these tools and techniques that I've given, if you are looking for those rapid results and you feel like you've just been going in a circle or simply don't even know what your first step is, make sure you reach out to me at bit.ly/chatcreate so that we can have a 15-minute complimentary call. And the link will be posted below. So thank you so much. And until next time, remember, be amazing in your thoughts, your words, and in your actions. Peace.